Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss, and yes, I know I'm a bad YouTuber. I'm really sorry. So the reason why there's been a big gap is because I had a couple of really intense weeks of work, so all of my stacked up spare footage were used up, apart from one lone video I uploaded the other day, and then I went on holiday for a week, and it all just went to pot, I'm afraid. So I'm really sorry. Look, I'm trying to make up for it. Look, it's a Viscera video. You guys love Viscera videos. So there you go. A Viscera video to say sorry to you. This is one of Cannon Fodder's, okay? And again, I wanted to play this ages ago. He's been out for like a month or something. He'd put it on the Discord server, and he'd said that he was... Apparently there's like a competition every year for best spooky levels at Halloween, and he does really well usually, apparently, and this is his entry for this year. And we even got a chance on the Discord server. Have you joined the Discord server? Maybe you should join the Discord server. Did you know I've got a Discord server? Maybe you could put some inputs into his level. And we did. We made some suggestions about what's spooky and what gets us and what doesn't. So I'll comment on that a little bit in the video. When I get started, finally, I'll stop blabbering and flapping my chops like I do at the start. But there you go. And then after all that, I haven't even bloody played it yet, have I? So I'm sorry, Fodder. I really appreciate you telling us early. Anyway, should we get started? Why not? I'm a sanitation professional. This is called the Orphange. Okay, the Orphanage, nice and spooky. The squatters that hold up in the old orphanage we bought have been forcibly removed from the premises. In fact, they were rather happy to see us, saying about being locked in and some babbling about her. No idea what they're going on about. Get in there and clean this whole place up. By the 13th. We want it ready for renovation by the 13th. It's Friday, apparently. It's a Friday. They want it done by. So here we are. Nice spooky level. We've got blood on the walls. Blood on the ceilings, blood on the walls. We've got, say whatever his face is here. By the way, let's just double check. I should have put the music on. I did before. Let's make it a bit louder. Because ambient noises was one of the things we talked about. I'm just called serve with fodder. We've got a subtle. So we've got a subtle. Yeah. Got a subtle windy noise in the background there. Where this splatter came from, I've no idea. Why am I even starting doing this? I haven't got a bucket yet, have I? Also, sorry for the flicking mouse. So I've had mouse problems. Don't think we're going to go upstairs yet. And a little bit of tearing as well, for no reason whatsoever. Boo. Where is the bucket dispenser? Yeah, one of the things we said on I bet that's disposal, isn't it? Nice large fireplace with a slightly ominous glow to it. Ah! Oh, nice. Lunch, anyone? I've sausages are on the menu. Oh, we've got a machine noise. That might be a bucket dispenser, actually. Or is that the bin dispenser? The bucket dispenser doesn't make noise, does it, you fool? Yeah, I've had mouse problems for a while. I'm pretty sure I didn't knock that. Maybe I knocked it. I'm pretty sure I just fell on the floor. And the freaking door just closed. Now, look, Fodder, I know we talked about, ambient noises and what's spooky, but kindly piss off. That's some nonsense. I love it. Oh, I love it. Things like that. Little triggers. That door's still open. We'll go back to the front, shall we? Who left these dirty footprints here? What spook? Left dirty footprints here. As I was saying, mouse problems. and it was like the mouse button was not registering a click. And for a long time I wasn't sure where the problem lay, if it was a mouse problem or a driver issue. And I faffed around. What's this? Crates. I faffed around with it for ages. Tried some old mice, which are sitting in my box of cables and junk. Box of peripherals and junk. And of course they're in the box of peripherals because they don't work. So they're... That was spooky. The books just fell over in my room. I don't know how you triggered that, Fodder, but that's pretty impressive. Oh yeah. Oh, there's stuff left in here from when I was doing High Pingsian. Yeah, so the mice didn't work properly, so I wasn't able to tell. Oh, it's graffiti. I wasn't able to tell where the problem lay, if it was with the mouse or the driver. And then I asked one of the kids, "Have you got a spare old mouse?" And he does. And it looks fine, but it's a bit twitchy. Is that dirty? Oh, it's a spooky monk. Isn't that odd? The way he's sort of staring at the... Is that a fruit? What is that there he's staring at? Was it a big round cheese? Don't know. The odd look... The head... The hood looks strangely empty, doesn't it? It's like... That's not the right shape. There. That's... The perspective's all wrong. The neck. The neck is too thin. It's like you were wearing a big costume, and like you were wearing like a big monster, like a Barney costume, and your eyes are actually looking at the chest. That's what it looks like. Like the head should be somewhere in the torso. Anyway, whatever. Let's get a bin out, shall we? Let's see how generous he's going to be with the dispensing guts and organs out the bits. Yes, I apologise for any twistiness. Maybe with the recent tearing on Alan Wake and a little bit we saw there, it might be because the computer's only just started up. But maybe I'm getting towards needing a new PC again. I don't want to. I've got a lot of expenses right now. I don't want to buy a new PC. But next year we'll do it. Next year, yeah, it'll be fine. Next year. Okay, we're just going to clear up a little bit in here. Actually, if I'm being efficient, what does this say? Lucifer Core. Nice. That's one we're working for, I'm guessing. It's a bear. It's a very sad looking bear, isn't it? It's a dirty one-eyed bear. Ah! Damaged children's toys do upset me a little bit. Not in a spooky way. But more in a I just don't like them. I don't like damaged toys. Makes me sad. I think that's why things like Toy Story are so emotive for people. The thoughts of the toys that used to be your favourites and now you maybe even don't know where they are anymore. They've been discarded or they're gone. Parent got rid of them at some point. What's in here then? Oh. Oh, it's a classroom. Are we going to get writing on the board, do you think? That can't be easy, but maybe we'll just turn around, there'll be a message there. That'd be cool. This wallpaper's a real state, isn't it? Look at that. That's horrible. How much wear and tear do you have to have? Wallpaper just... It must have shrunk, mustn't it? It's just torn. Maybe it's... Spooky forces have done it. Oh, little darts! Look, little dart gun. The kiddies had some toys anyway, at least. Or at least something's been playing with the toys. Oh, nice little dart gun. Those are from Santa's workshop. Quite dark in here. But it's not been too spooky so far. We had a door slam. We had the books fall over in my room. I don't think that's related. Otherwise, we've got some blood and guts, but you know. I've not been spooked too much so far. Yeah. That's a disposal area, isn't it? Is that far enough in? Kind of hard. I'm kind of hoping there'll be something else around here. We'll have to see. Oh! He can get quite inventive, you know. He's a clever fellow. Oh, it's gone. Right. Let's get through here. As opposed to this chump who's leaving footprints everywhere. Yes. Also, it's a good opportunity to do this anyway. I'm still effectively on holiday right now. Not gone back to work yet. Got a few more days off. I'm supposed to be doing some constructive things around the home, but I'm actually not feeling very well. Migraine last night, and no idea why. And possibly the storm's coming in. Can give me migraine sometimes, don't know. Tiredness, but also a bit of a dodgy tummy. Sorry to bring up that subject, but that's what it is. You know what I mean by that sort of thing, and it takes it out of you. I'm not quite sure why. No one else has been ill. We've all eaten the same things. The only thing that I ate different was, you know, the finger has been pointed at various causes, which is that we have a sort of household where certain things are only eaten by certain people. We have a long-term vegetarian in the house, and I quite like eating vegetarian food. So there's certain things only he and he will eat. He and I will eat, and also we're the least fussy people. Funnily enough. So things that people would turn their nose up at. You know, like the daft things like scones with raisins in them or sultanas in them. Oh, no, don't want to eat those. They've got fruit in them. You know, we don't give a damn. We love them. It's fine. Pumpkin pie, we're the only ones that like it. You know, so it's good. It means that anything we make, we're the only ones that get it. It's a bit like being the one in charge of the shopping, which I have been for decades now. And well, if you don't tell me what you want to shop, I will buy what I want to shop. You know? And occasionally I may think of you other members of the family in a fond kind of way and get you a little tidbit just to keep you happy. But otherwise, I'm the one doing the bloody hard work, so I'll get what I want, thank you very much. Let's get another one. That's needed. And knickers to you lot. Yeah, so I don't know what we've eaten that I'm the only one that's eaten. I mean, the dog eats whatever I eat as well, but that's neither here nor there. Hard job making the dog sick. Isn't that a phrase? Like something that's unpleasant enough to make a dog sick? Our dog was sick the first time we got him, actually. This mouse is very flickery. Oops. Oopsie. It's a very tough glass. Pyrex, maybe. Yeah, first time we had him, and the dog always gets some food. You know, he always gets some of our food. Preferably the raw version of something, whatever's being cooked. He'd love one of these sausages. It'd be delicious. And, which considering he eats tripe a lot, he effectively is eating. I don't think I need to get one of these glasses, but, you know, I'll do it anyway. Yeah, so we were doing some liver. Now, I'm no fan of liver. One of the few things I won't eat. But we're doing some liver. I can't even remember why now. Give the dog some raw food, you know. And I'm the only one who owned a dog before in the family. You know, years and years ago. Yeah, give him some liver. He'll be fine. It wasn't until later that I realised how much liver they actually gave him. And, yeah, he would keep on eating like a dog would. He would eat and eat and eat until he was literally sick. And then, being a dog... I'll give you a second to guess what the dog does next. Being a dog... That's right, he ate the sick. So we had a liver milkshake on the floor. It gets referred to as the liver milkshake in the house. Remember the liver milkshake the dog had? Yes, so he... waste not, want not. I've just been sick from eating something. I'm gonna eat the bit that I throw up. So far in this episode, the most horrifying thing about is me telling you I've got an upset stomach. And then telling you about a liver milkshake that the dog ate. He ate twice. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not watching carefully enough now. For all I know, things are flying around the background. Excuse me. Or stains are appearing on the wall. Or paintings are changing and I'm not even noticing them. I'm not appreciating the creation, I'm sorry. I would say this chair's a bit close to the fireplace. Would you like to sit that close to a fireplace, really? Till you start to feel the hairs tingling on your arms as they crisp. Seems a bit much. Right, another bucket. It's through here, wasn't it? Yeah. Nice big bin though. We could use the bin. Looks too big for the fireplace though. I'm also hoping don't have to get rid of all these blooming tins as well. I remember doing that in House of Hell or whatever it was. House of Horror. And it was annoying. It's very annoying. Oh, little pink bear thing. Reminds me of you ever seen 9? It's an animated movie. Been out for years now. Excuse me, very dry throat. And about little creatures that have been made, it appears. They all made out of sackcloth. That's what that horrible little doll reminds me of. Something interesting of it? No, don't sit there on the chair! Okay, fine, sit fire to the chair. Didn't mean to do that. There's nothing spooky on here. I like these old books though. There's no Necronomicon or whatever you call it. What's the one Vermis? King? Is that King Worm? I'm mixing up the ones from Skyrim. Can't remember. Been listening to more Lovecraft recently, more Lovecraft stories. But I recognise the cult books when I see the names again, but I don't remember off the top of my head. It's the King in Yellow, isn't it? And there's definitely something Vermis. Either Latin or German. Anyway, got a spooky totem in the corner. I'm not sure if I need to burn that or not. Let's cut these flipping footprints, shall we? So I'm not making that any worse. Oh, another bucket there. Look at me, huh? Stacking boxes as I go. That's unusual. Come on. I don't know how big this place is. We're going to do it room by room for now. Clear our way to the what do you call it? What's over here? A little cupboard thing. Okay. Actually, take this one. Here we go. We'll clear our way to the bucket dispenser, so we can carry things through. Because I don't know how many bucket dispensers and things there are, but I'm guessing there's only one. I'll have to see. What have we got here? Not sure that's a mirror image or not, because these pictures down here are a continuous thing, so I'm not sure if this is supposed to be two. It's not quite a mirror, is it? Because that's different on that side to this side. Don't know. These might be like, you know, a couple of works of art. I'm too ignorant to know. Looks a bit like, makes me think of like Visions of Hell. Because these, they look like they're piled up bodies there. They look like they're naked, or mostly naked. They're like sinners being sent into hell or something. This, you I don't know about, so I'm going to look. But considering you look like a spooky totem, you're going in there anyway, pal. And we have not an ugly person, just an unusual looking person. Very big lips. Big lips. And that was quite pleasant. Apples. Apples. I don't think apples are spooky. Unless we're going to come back to this and they'll be rotten. Oh, I've seen that before now. That's the one with the game with the painting, isn't it? The painting that builds more and more, whatever that's called. And you build up the painting, and you're uncovering what terrible thing has happened in the house. It might be called Pictures or something, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I remember seeing a bit of play of it. Not something I wanted to play myself. Oops! Sorry for flipping you in the air, organ. Bins everywhere. Oops. I presume these. Well, I was going to say I presume it's the remains of the squatters, but I don't suppose the squatters were eating raw meat, were they? The squatters didn't say anyone was missing. You can sod right off, you can, without noises. I like that. Yeah, no one, the squatters didn't say like one of our friends has gone missing and doesn't come back again. So I'm hoping this isn't squatters. And presumably they'd have noticed if it was orphans. Oh, nice cleaver. Here you go. But yeah, we're going to assume these tins and pans and things are... That was a weird noise. Ah! Steady there, fella. Steady. We're going to assume that they're all not rubbish. Yeah, and we'll sniff them out later if we do. If we have to dump them all, we can. But I don't want to give us a big job of doing it now. Why I turned that cup up right before putting it in, I don't know. Why I did that cleaver, I don't know. There are many things that I do that I don't know why I do them. Very dark in here. Haven't found any sort of dispenser yet, have we? I mean, I imagine... Oops. The creator would like the map to stay dark, for it to be spooky. But we might get some sort of light. We saw some candles, didn't we? But I didn't try and light it in the fireplace. If we see another candle, we can try and light it in the fireplace. No. Come on. Yes. No. There we go. Okay. Good. Let's get rid of this. Yes, I played a bit more of Viscera recently. I was playing with Dark Fairy. She'd recently moved from Mac to PC so we could play together. By the way, you might get some spooky noise in the background. Oopsie. Because the kids have been leaving the doors open and windows open quite a bit to keep the rooms cool in the house. It's still quite warm. It's very blowy right now. You might hear spooky doors bumping and knocking in the distance. Add to the ambience. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So playing with Dee, and yeah, because she moved, it hadn't carried over. Any boxes in here I can carry? There is a box. We'll take that out there. Being efficient again. Because she'd moved from Mac to PC, all of her Chieves had gone. Well, most of them anyway. And for some reason I haven't got some of the Chieves. Some because I've been playing this game for a very, very, very long time. And others because the Chieves didn't exist. The levels didn't exist before I did them, or they added the achievements on afterwards. All sorts of things. Doesn't matter really. But some quite surprising ones. And often also because I rarely play with anybody else. I mean, I've got in the archive there's a little bit of me playing with Rampage, but otherwise not very much. So we were going over some levels again just to catch up on the Chieves and things like Bob's Notes and all sorts of things. Luckily for Bob's Notes, some idiot on the internet once published a video series about where Bob's Notes were, reading through them sequentially. That's a right waste of time to me. And then discovering Bob's secret at the end, which is nice. When people do that for you, you can go and find them more easily. So we're going through those.